Hi Aquarius, welcome to our season. Happy February, and I'm so excited. Happy birthday to all of us, Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising. This reading is going to work for all Aquarius, and we're going to open ourselves up and see what we need to hear for our birthday season. And happy birthday to the birthdays that have already happened and the ones that are coming up. Mine is tomorrow. So actually when I upload this, it's going to be past, but that's alright. Okay. Aquarius, we have Ace of Cups coming out to represent us for this beautiful Aquarius season, opening ourselves up to more opportunities for peace and luxury and love and going with the flow and just letting things happen, letting things fall where they may. Aquarius season, this is our time to not try to force anything and try to see what, yes, here we go, okay. It's our time to not force things, and whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen. We have High Priestess, and we have Eight of Cups. So, coming out into Aquarius season, we're walking away from something or someone because we have a new found idea, or we have a newfound secret that we have found out, and there's the answer. The answer is for us to let go emotionally and become more willing to have what we need to have in our lives and get rid of what we need to get rid of in our lives. And there's only room for so much. And the High Priestess energy is showing us that our intuition and our hidden abundance is something that we had to find ourselves, and it is something we have to find ourselves. We have it within ourselves to be happy and to be peaceful, but we need to walk away from certain things or certain people, especially this month, or just kind of disconnect. And there could be someone that we're dealing with that is a fire sign or a water sign, and if that is the case, there's something that we're going to have to do out of our comfort zone, or they're going to want to pull us out of our comfort zone, or they already have done that. And leading up to this month has been very crazy. All of January. It's January 29th right now. And it almost feels like never ending. We've had a very long January. We've had some bad news come in, or some news we didn't like to hear in our favor. But now, falling into February, we have learned that some things can just not be forced, and certain things need to be released in order to have this peaceful, abundant bliss. And we're not mad at it, you know? We're kind of ready for it. We've been ready for it. You know, we don't have that overwhelming urge or desire to try to force something that doesn't need to be there. And we've had that during Capricorn season. Well, I just dropped these ones. Let's see what comes out. Okay, so we have the Sun, and we have Four of Wands. We have Eight of Pentacles, and then there's some more over here. Sorry, guys. Okay. And then we have, let's see what else came out. Oh, wow. That's kind of amazing. the hard work that we have put into ourselves spiritually, emotionally, physically is paying off this month with happiness and bliss and abundance and unity. And we're finding who our true people are, who our true tribe is, who really has our backs, especially if it has to do with something at the workplace or within our family. We see really who truly cares for us. Now let's see, we have all these that came out, so I'm going to pick through them. Okay, we have 3 of Pentacles, hard work paying off, and we also have, we might be dealing with an earth sign, and if you are dealing with an earth sign, you know that there's better things approaching. There is more happiness to be had. We have 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. That looks really, really nice. Complete fullness and peace and love and family. And money looks good coming in. Money's already started to flow to us pretty easily. And if we just keep repeating that and we keep doing what we are supposed to be doing, or what we love to be doing, rather, then the money flow will keep coming in. So first comes our happiness, unity, and then our money will flow. The Hierophant, something about the lesson that we have had to learn. We've had to learn kind of a tough lesson, especially in communication, or we're going to learn a tough lesson with communication this month and the way that we communicate to certain people, especially if we're dealing with an earth sign. Could be Taurus energy, could be obviously Virgo or Capricorn energy, but there is a lesson in communication and the way we talk to people and the way people talk to us, and having a mutual understanding, because, and this could be with, you know, all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus. There's a hidden level of Aquarius where we just don't seem to have people understand where we're coming from. And there's this level of frustration and annoyance when we can't communicate what we need to communicate. So learning from that this month and what we need to do in order to fix that, we have Knight of Pentacles. So coming in with the Knight of Pentacles, we have something that is somewhat of a peace offering, and that could be stability in our lives, and that could be some sort of recognition for what we have done. So we are being recognized for the things we have done. We're being appreciated, which makes us feel better, obviously, with certain relationships, especially if we're dealing with earth signs or water signs or fire signs. There's something coming in that is going to click this month of February. And if it hasn't already, because we're at the end of January here, but there's a beautiful desire to release the white-knuckling tension and the force. The desire to release the force. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, we also have Queen of Pentacles. So we could have that earth sign still coming in, that earth energy, and also we're coming out of Capricorn season, obviously, and we've had to force a lot of things and be a little bit stressed about there was some money stuff going on, or some tax stuff or some debt stuff we had to worry about. But now we're opening ourselves up to free ourselves of that burden, because we're only going to do what serves us happiness and what serves us unity in order to have our money flow. Okay, and then we're going to go through these. We have 9 of Cups, we have Page of Swords, we have the Tower, and then we have 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and finally 2 of Swords. So all these cards wanted to come out for us. I'm sorry they all dropped when I was shuffling, but clearly they wanted to come out. So let's kind of go through this a little bit. It's a little bit of an extended version of our normal readings. So 9 of Cups, sitting there waiting for this idea. We're waiting for this. We're waiting for our brain to tell us what to do next. And the waiting and the waiting and the waiting. We got tired of waiting. And we kind of wanted to take matters into our own hands. And there was an unexpected event, or there is an unexpected event that can occur, but it will be for the better. So there might be some, like I said, with that bad news or that stress or that final break of something, there's going to be a break. Meaning either a breakup or taking a break from somebody, or a friend breakup as well could be along those lines. It could also be breaking away from something that we're not supposed to be doing with our career. Also, could be bad news of something we did and we got something back and we didn't like the answer, or something along those lines. So, but that is going to be for the better. So we can't see that quite yet. But instead of sitting and waiting, we have this certain occurrence happen. We take it into our own hands, but it will be for the better in the long run. We have, this beautiful 9 of Pentacles here. And then we're still trying to hang on to something towards the middle of the month of February. We're still trying to hang on to this idea that we can somehow control the situation. We can somehow try to, have that force come back in, but that's over. We can't do that anymore. We're going to have to let that go and bring in fresh, new energy. And Aquarius, our year didn't really start off on the best foot. So now, coming into February, it is becoming clear to us that our year didn't really start until, end of January, beginning of February. So, Aquarius season. We kind of had to start when everyone else had already started, as it seems. And there's a little bit of resentment coming with that, but nothing that we can't come out of, because look at how beautiful this is. We have transitioning from the 8 of Swords and then finally to the 2 of Swords. And we're realizing that with this feeling of being bound or stuck or tied up or anxiety-ridden and confused and not knowing what direction we're supposed to go in or who we're supposed to be with or what's supposed to happen, or what career we're supposed to have or what project was, what was going to work and what was going to go downhill. We kind of just threw something in the air, and as a result of that, we had an immense amount of stress and anxiety. And now we are finally having to trust our intuition and falling back on that, because that's the only thing we can do. We can overanalyze everything all day and sit here and go through every single list of everything we've done wrong and everything we've done right and try to do it all over again, but that's not going to help progress. That's not going to help us at all. So we need to focus on making sure we believe ourselves with our first instinct. Okay, I'm pulling from the Moonchild deck. See what comes out for us. Aquarius, what's coming out? 9 of Cups, again. See, there we go. So we have 2 matching cards here in 2 different decks. So sitting there waiting for this beautiful abundance and this happiness to come in. So I know this sitting and waiting is kind of exhausting. And we want to take things into our own hands. And I know that I can warn you all day and I can say that we shouldn't do that. But we're going to do that. You know how we are. We're going to try to control something that we can't control. And we're going to learn a big lesson from that. Especially this month. Justice. Yes. Beautiful. I love that so much. So we have this beautiful Libra energy coming in. Justice and what we deserve. Balance in our lives. Don't we deserve that? We deserve to have the happy relationship, the happy family, the happy friends, and happiness within ourselves, and having this beautiful balance and bliss. We have to learn that we can't control everything. And that's a hard lesson. But some things are just not meant to be. So I know that makes sense to a lot of you, and some of you are like, what the hell are you talking about? But that is because this is a general reading, but I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. And the final card we have here is Divine Wisdom for the Moonchild deck. We are coming into our own and discovering new things about us that we didn't even know. New emotions, new ways of being and growing. And in order to do that, we had to go through these certain anxieties and energies that feel like they don't belong to us. And we can't be comfortable with that. We can't be comfortable with sticking to our misery. We have to learn that we will be happier coming out of it. And we're gaining a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom and a lot of beautiful, there's a lot of beautiful things that are on the way. Even if we can't see that yet, we have to just understand that beautiful things are coming, and the path there is going to be wavy. There's going to be ups and downs, and we've had a lot of downs, so now we're heading up. Alright, I'm pulling from the Goddess deck as well, just because it's one of my favorite decks. Cycles. Yes, we have this earth energy here, once again, coming out, reminding us, snake eating its own tail, being careful with when we try to balance ourselves. We have to make sure we're also not self-destructing, meaning that when we try to create balance in our lives and we try to make sure we have everything in order and we have this person's happy and this person's happy and this person is happy and we're getting everything in order and my job's going well and everything's going so well. And then we look within ourselves, and if we're not happy, that causes a big problem with everybody. If we're not happy, then no one around us is going to be happy, as in our perception. So we can't have this self-destructive attitude. And we have to end the cycle, or we have to decide if we're going to end the cycle this time around. Because with this new year, with 2019, people keep saying to us, or people keep saying in general, oh my God, 2019, it's going to be a great year, it's going to be our year, or whoever, whoever. There's a lot of people saying that. And I don't necessarily think that it's our year. I think it's going to be a very good year for self-discovery and for gaining more knowledge and wisdom, but it's not the best year that is going to ever happen to us. So I don't want us to fall into that trap where 2019 has all these high expectations of the best year ever, the best year of our lives, because we're still learning self-destructive patterns, and we're learning to make sure that we don't do that anymore, and that we follow our emotional intelligence. So I believe that putting a bunch of pressure on one year specifically is not very healthy. So we can go into it with a positive attitude and say this is going to be a beautiful year for waiting for this final completion of a certain cycle to happen, and we're learning lessons along the way. We're learning how to balance better. We're learning how to feel more abundant without applying pressure on ourselves all the time. And we're learning to come out of anxieties and certain things, and learning how to not control certain things anymore. We're learning how to communicate better with certain people. Different people need different ways of communication, no matter what sign you are. And just becoming an overall better person and having new self-discoveries of the soul and what we are meant to do on this earth. So we're going to have a great year, but it doesn't have to be the end-all, be-all, final completion. This is everything we're looking for, because we're not at final completion yet. We're still at the 9. 2019, we have the 9. We haven't completed the cycle yet. Now 2020, that's going to be a even better year, I'm going to say, for us, especially Aquarius. 2020 is, I'm already skipping ahead to 2020, but I just want to say 2019 is, we have a lot to look forward to, a lot of lessons, a lot of happiness, but we're still learning some harsh lessons. So don't think it's going to be the end-all, be-all, like people keep hyping it up to be. It's just going to be kind of free-flowing. Not a lot of disappointments, but there's a lot of growth and a lot of lessons to be learned. Okay, Aquarius, happy birthday! And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, and this journey has been a very beautiful one. I'm so happy that you guys have joined me on it. And of course, as always, if you guys want a private reading, my link is down below. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram. Everything is down below. It's at Pleiadian Star Goddess Tarot. And I do contests on there to win free readings. So look for that. The next one will be obviously February. And I will see you guys next month. Bye, Aquarius. Love you guys.